FA hearing into Suarez racism claims starts from Wednesday, 14th of December. The FA disciplinary hearing into allegations that Liverpool striker Luis Suarez racially abused Manchester United's Patrice Evra had begun. The two-day hearing into the Uruguayan's charge of using abusive and/or insulting words and/or behaviour, which included a reference to the ethnic origin and/or colour and/or race towards Evra, began in secrecy earlier on Wednesday. Both Suarez and Evra will give their versions of events during the Premier League clash between the two teams, Manchester United and Liverpool, on October 15th, following claims from the France defender that Suarez said a racist word to him at least 10 times. Now, the verdict is delayed, and from Friday 16th of December, verdict had been expected on Friday night. But an FA statement confirmed that one had yet to be reached. The Independent Regulatory Commission has confirmed that there will be no decision this evening, Friday evening, and will continue working through the weekend, the statement read. There will be no announcement on any decision before Tuesday, 20th of December 2011 at the earliest, and we will keep you posted on that. Even though this is our last show of 2011, obviously we'll still be posting stuff via the Facebook wall, facebook.com/Pitch Talk, and the Twitter feed on twitter.com/Pitch Talk as well, or at Pitch Talk on Twitter. The thing is with this, yeah, and the thing is with the whole Suarez thing, I read a while ago that apparently there's something called that apparently in Uruguayan culture it's quite common to call someone, I think it's a little black boy or a silly black boy or something along those lines. One of the newspapers was making out that Uruguayan slang and the culture over there could potentially get Suarez off the hook. All sounds a bit weird to me, to be perfectly frank. If Suarez is found guilty, and if there is evidence, this is the thing, because they charged him, and I've already had my opinion on that. The word confirmed was never used; it was always alleged. But the thing is, it's one of them ones where like it's all a bit strange, and hopefully the FA make the right decision. And if they've got evidence of Suarez being racist, throw the book at him. He's a disgrace. If it's true, throw the book at him. So it's one of them ones, but like we've said before on the show, if Evra turns out to be the boy who cried wolf, or the picky-head who cried wolf, but it's one of them ones. Speaking of Evra, he got turned inside out, let's put it nicely, by Jamie Mackey of QPR. Well done, Patrice. Yeah, you're a great defender. You're a great example to left backs like me. Moron.
But you know what though? I'm going to cut you short. And the reason I'm going to cut you short, right, is because I'm going to say this. I like the way, just to segue with the tune underneath, to say this, right? How come this decision has been delayed? That's what I want to know. Yeah. Is it so that Luis Suarez can play another game for Liverpool? Because that's what it looks like to me. And the other thing is this. Apparently, from what I've read and from what I understood, he's actually going to admit to saying that he said certain words. I'm not saying no one there because it's not my place to go and say. But if he's coming out and he's admitting it,
apparently,
that is better than any kind of you need. If he's saying it himself, listen, the bottom line of it is this. When he does say it, the book needs to be thrown at him, and I tell you what, Liverpool as a club are going to be made to look stupid. And the reason why I say that is because they backed him to the hilt hard as could possibly be. Right, and if he's admitting to saying it and doing something wrong, to be honest with you, that's egg on everybody's face.
Well, there are actually two ways of looking at it, because at the end of the day, mate, whatever happens, you're going to back your player. Just look at our next point is actually about John Terry, but look at John Terry and the Chelsea situation. Chelsea have come out; they've always maintained that they're backing him. Other players backing him, and it's one of them ones. But at the same time, it's a case of if there's not evidence of the stuff happening, you can't throw the book at someone. So we'll see. And also in terms of Suarez apparently going to plead guilty, I personally haven't seen that. So it's one now. I don't know whether it was a direct quote or it's just dirt sheet / crap rag / tabloid talk, which it very well could be. But we'll see. it's just one of them ones. Maybe Suarez will plead guilty to get a lighter sentence. Maybe. The way the law is in this country, you can murder someone, and if you plead guilty, you get a lighter sentence. So, powers that be, morons. But from December 15th, the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, said it had received further evidence on Tuesday regarding John Terry's alleged racial slur towards Anton Ferdinand. Newspaper reports have claimed the video featuring previously unseen footage from TV cameras was given to police before being passed on. Now, the CPS said it had asked police for more information regarding the incident, but would not confirm what it had requested. Prosecutors are considering whether there is enough evidence to bring charges against Chelsea and England captain Terry. So, it's another kind of weird one because at the end of the day, it's like, I swear John Terry's not been charged by the FA. Even though there was alleged video evidence, which for me was incongruous at best, but it's just one of them ones. The FA go and charge Suarez without any evidence, but they're holding off on John Terry. This is what I find very strange about the FA. I just find them very, very weird. But it's one of them ones. Guys, what do you reckon about that? Facebook.com/Pitch Talk, Twitter.com/Pitch Talk on this late Christmas edition of Pitch Talk, your Monday Night Football with Vix. What do you reckon?
I have to say, right, if more evidence has come out, this is not looking good for John Terry in any way. And similarly to how I was saying about how it's egg on everybody's faces at Anfield, if it turns out that Luis Suarez is going to plead guilty and then going to be charged on account of pleading guilty, it's going to be exactly the same as Stamford Bridge, right? Because here's the thing: the reason why I say this is because if the evidence wasn't solid, why would it be passed on to the CPS?
True, but I don't see that happening to Suarez.
No reason for it to be passed on to the CPS. That would have been dismissed straight away. Said, look, can't use it. And that's the end of it. Whereas right now what we're dealing with is more solid evidence against John Terry. And to be honest with you, I don't see what the delay is. Yeah. Personally, I just think that what's coming into effect here is they're looking at the stature of both clubs, i.e. Liverpool and Chelsea. They're saying they're very big clubs. They need their players. You know, they generate money for the league. They generate money on TV, right? So they need to have these players in there. And we're going to let them play until there's a lull in the season, i.e. the break for Christmas, however small it may be, and then after that come back and say, look, right, we're gonna have to charge you because there's indisputable proof.
So just like the Rooney thing where he clearly kicked out at someone, and yet the FA were vehement in their defense of him. And we all know the only reason is because he's one of our best, we need to protect him. Same to me. It's the same
I would argue it's the exact same principle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's basically the same thing.
All right, guys. But wouldn't you look at it in a way that both of these players have actually bought themselves some time? Because that's what I said. I said that. I said somehow.
I think it's the FA being moronic.
The way they've bought themselves some time is now Suarez has gone and said, "I've said something in my own cultural."
Apparently.
Yeah, with my whole cultural aspect behind it, yeah. So now the CPS or whoever's looking into it has to go and investigate his claims.
Oh no, the CPS are only looking into John Terry's thing, not the Suarez.
Well, I'm saying whoever. I said whoever,
okay.
CPS or whoever looking into it. Now have to go and investigate to build up another case to say whether that's true, factual, or whether he's telling a load of lies. With John Terry, they have to do the same thing because remember, he's saying, "Oh yeah, I did say that to Anton, but what I was actually saying was, I didn't say it, Anton." So now they're gonna have to use their wits about them and look at all the different camera angles that they can possibly get and see what he was saying. That's how they bought themselves sometimes, from my personal opinion.
Do you know what? Yeah.
And the thing is, I personally feel it's a disgrace because here's the thing: if it was two lesser profile clubs, those players would have been charged already.
Yeah. But the FA, to me, the FA are stupid. These guys are clowns. Because if there's irrefutable evidence in either case, it shouldn't be taking 2 months 3 months to look at it and then get it done. It should be instantaneous, like video technology, which is one of our next points, actually, or kind of opposition to it. So it just beggars belief how dumb the FA are. It's one of them ones. We taking so long with a decision for if there's irrefutable evidence. Come on, Bernstein. Come on, stick a fork in it. Get it together. Screw them all. Get it together.